Hey angels, and welcome back to TouchedByTyHairCo. It's your girl Ty, and we're going to be doing like all things life on this channel. As I told you, I'm trying to get back in my consistent bag. Y'all know TouchedByTyHairCo is my baby, and I'm just trying to keep you guys up on my journey and all things that's going on with me, because like I went ghost for a while, but I'm back. If this is your first time joining me, what took you so long to get here, Angel? No, for real. Like, what took you so long? Anyway, okay, do me a favor. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I'm so happy that you came back, and welcome home, Angel. For all my folks returning, I love you, and I'm so happy that you came back. Here, it doesn't matter how you feel, God is still worthy to be praised, okay? So I might be in the algorithm for people that is looking for this type of content, okay? So today we are going to get into some pros and cons of living in the DMV area. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because, as some of you may or may not know, I will be transitioning soon. I am moving from the city yet again. And I feel like I want to give my take on really the pros and cons of the DMV, specifically DC, okay? I was born and raised in Washington, DC. I still live here, uptown, Washington, DC. But I'm relocating back to Texas. Once I retired out of the military, I moved there. I was there for 2 years, and life happened. I relocated back home, and now because my son is getting a little bit older, he's transitioning, and he just wants both his parents to be there, and so I'll be returning back. But before I left, right, I wanted to give my take. Like, let me be very clear here, and we're talking about the DMV, but DC specifically. Old school DC and new school DC are two different type of DCs. Just let me tell you. Old school DC was heavily melanated. Okay, it was lit. It was fun. It was Chocolate City. Like, DC was everything when I was coming up. The crime wasn't like it is now. I hate to say this, and I don't want to shine a light on this, but I'm going to be real in this video. Things have changed, but everything has changed, right? The world has changed. Generations have changed. Things are not the same. And so when I was coming up in the 80s, the 90s, watch your mouth, okay, about my age, late 80s, 90s, 2000s, you know, class of 02, what it do? All right. And it was just different, right? And a lot of things have changed for the best here in the city, but it's different. It's different, and it's different. Okay, so we're gonna get into this. Without further ado, let's just get into the video. So we're gonna start off by talking about the pros. Okay, so one major pro to the DMV DC area is it is extremely diverse. Okay, it's extremely diverse. When I say every race, every culture, every religion, every sex, okay, every gender, however you identify, it is all here. And it's beautiful. Like, it's a very cultural driven place. There is everything here, and that's a huge reason why I love DC. I think culturally, this is one of the best cities in the country. Like, it's very, very free. It's very liberating. And you're going to find your tribe here, whatever that may be. You're going to find it here. Okay, so because of the diversity, right? Because of the amazing diversity, that kind of comes hand in hand with food. Y'all, DC, the DMV area, is some amazing food here. Like, it's all type of food. When I say all type of food, you got African, Caribbean, Jamaican, Ethiopian, Chinese, Asian, seafood, soul food, you name it, it's here. So that's like one of the major things about the diversity right, is that you have all these different cultures here, all these different ways of life here, and you can find the food that kind of matches that. Again, this is a place to find your tribe, okay? Another plus, all right, another plus that everybody likes is the nightlife, okay? The nightlife is amazing. There's always something to do. DC, you're talking about clubs, you're talking about lounges. I mean, you're gonna find your vibe here. Like and I'm talking about, I don't care what type of club it is, Ethiopia, Africa, whatever it is, you're gonna find your vibe here. Like, it is beautiful during the day. It's even more beautiful at night. Like, it's always something to do. Okay, it's always something to do. Which brings me to the next pro. If you are single, DC has a very, very large dating scene. The dating scene is mixed. Again, very diverse. People of all walks of life. A lot of people find love here. We have quite a few colleges and universities here. So people mix mingle. It's pretty popular to date here. Like, a lot of people date here. Now, what the dating is like, I don't know. Okay. I'm not dating, and I'm not dating. Let's just leave it there, okay? Girl is single. Okay, something that I like about DC, the career driven, right? DC is a very career driven place. The jobs here are really, really good. More than likely, you're going to find a good paying job. The government sits right here. We are the governmental hub. You have a lot of military bases around here that not only house military personnel, but civilians as well for support, right? So the opportunity of finding a really good, high-paying government job is very likely, right? And so that makes room for career growth. Like, if you're looking to start your career, if you're looking to build, I would say even with starting a business, DC is a very friendly entrepreneur region, okay? A lot of people here support small businesses. A lot of people here support Black businesses. So if you are an entrepreneur, but specifically a Black entrepreneur, DC is a really great place to get started. And you have a very high likelihood of thriving in this area. So the DMV is really, really good with that. A lot of businesses, small businesses grow here because it's such a small but huge but busy city. Like, there's opportunity for you to do all things, like contracts with the government, a lot of private work. Everything comes through here. We have the major highways, the major 495, 95. Like, it's huge for entrepreneurship in this area. There's just an immense amount of opportunities that you can find here as an entrepreneur. So DC is really, really good when it comes to entrepreneurship. So that's definitely a pro. Another huge pro for DC is the public transportation system. Okay, you do not have to have a car to live here. When I tell y'all the metro has expanded so much, like, since I've been here, but prior to me coming back, y'all, it's metro stations that exist now that did not exist when I left 16 years ago. Like, you do not need a car. Their buses will take you anywhere you want to go. The metro will take you anywhere where you want to go. And if you can't use the metro or bus, you always got Uber or Lyft. Okay, they're everywhere around here. DC is really becoming like a mini New York. It's really busy. And I haven't been to Chicago long enough to use their transportation system. But what I did see, I think that DC may have it beat. I don't know. Y'all leave it down in the comment section. I'm not sure. And I really haven't been on metro transportation, but like, DC will get anywhere. Another pro, which is a small pro, but it's still a pro. DC sits not too far from all your major East Coast cities. When you're talking about the northern region, we're about 4 hours from New York, 2 hours from Philly, 40 minutes from Baltimore, It's just what, 2.5, maybe 3 hours at most from Jersey, and we're about 8 hours from Canada. Like, and it's, you would say, well, I'm not driving there, but for people who like to drive, we're really not that far. You're talking about a day's ride. Like DC, where we sit, I think is very convenient to major cities going north, right? If you're going south, we're about 4 hours from North Carolina, maybe 2.5 hours from the Virginia Beach area. And depending on the top key, if you're going down to Florida, we're about 8-9 hours from Jacksonville. So I think that as far as the East Coast travel, like we sit kind of central to everything. And if you're a driver like me, you like to hit the open road, you're gonna love that. Like, we're not far from beaches, okay? We're about as close as an hour to 2-hour drive from the beach, from the coast. So, I mean, I love that. I love that about this area, right? DC's weather, okay? So this may be a pro or a con for some people, but you have all 4 seasons here. And for me, in my personal opinion, that is a huge pro. It's hot in the summer and it's cold in the winter. So you're gonna get winter, spring, summer, and fall. And I think that that's amazing. Living in quite a few regions of the East Coast, okay? Some places you're gonna get summer all the time. Some places most of the year you're gonna get winter. DC kind of is that sweet spot. You're gonna get all 4 seasons. Hot summers are extremely hot, but winters are freezing cold. So if you don't like the cold, you might not like it, right? If you love the summer, you're gonna love it. DC summers are absolutely lit. It's always something to do. It's always somewhere to go, okay? And living in some other cities, I would have to say, since I've been here, okay, and I don't want nobody to kill me about this, oh my God, but since I've been here, DC is a clean city. It is. We have our spots where, you know, you got your issues, and I'm gonna get into that with the cons, but for the most part, DC is clean. It's a clean place to live. Like, it's not like a New York. Or like, where have I been overseas? It's a lot of places overseas is dirty. Anyway, DC's clean, okay? DC is a clean city for the most part, and it's pleasant. Like, it's beautiful to the eye. It's a gorgeous sightseeing city. We are a huge tourist area. So, I mean, it's a clean city for the most part, and I think that that's a pro. Like, nobody wants to live in a trash ball, okay? Nobody wants to do that. Moving right along. All right, now let's get into the cons. Let's get into the cons of the DMV area, okay? Number 1 con, child, is gonna be cost of living. Even though you're gonna get that high paying job, you're gonna get that good paying job, baby, I don't know how much of it you're gonna see, because the cost of living here is high as hell. Okay, the cost of living in DC has tripled. Like, I don't even know. It's ridiculous. It's 10 times what it was when I left here 15 years ago. It was more expensive to live in DC, but it was not like this. Like, it is insane to live here. Like, let me let you know that now. It's insane. And because of the high cost of living, you know, I don't know if it's very, I used to feel like DC was very family oriented and very family friendly, but I feel like this is a city for more single people, okay? Because everything is moving so fast, you're moving, you're shaking. It's a fast city. It's not slow here at all. You're always on the go, right? I wouldn't say that DC is a place where you would get married, move here, and raise your kids, okay? And the reason why I would not say that, which brings me into another con, which is the public school system. And this is no shade because I work for the public school system. With that being said, the public school system here is not the same as it used to be. A lot of things have changed, some for the better, but I feel like there has been a decline in our public school systems. I don't know why. You know, this generation is definitely different, and that could be why, right? I think that we still have great teachers. We still have great educators because like I said, I work in DCPS, and I don't know. I don't know if that's a generational thing, right? But school is just not like it was when I was in there. And not that I expected to be, but it was fun, you know, and you made it fun, and we thrived in school. And again, I don't think that this is a DCPS thing. This could truly be a generational thing. And I don't know if this is an issue across the country, right? But the public school system here, it's not doing so great. You know, the test scores and things like that, certain geographical areas are struggling. So just be aware, make sure you're picking a great area, especially if you're staying in Washington, D.C. Make sure that you're picking a good school. Like, check that out, like do heavy school research. My son does not stay here. He still resides in Texas with his dad. And even if I thrived here, hit $1 million, became a billionaire, he still wouldn't come back here. Like, I would not want him in this school system, respectfully. But I mean, he's getting a better education in Texas. And again, that may not be a DCPS thing. That may not be a public school thing. That just could be generational, which brings me to crime. Like, whoa. Like, whoa. As beautiful as this city is, it truly pains me to see how bad the crime has gotten. And it's bad. It's bad. Like, city under siege bad. And a lot of people don't know that until they get here. You may come here for a job. The government could possibly move you here. Like, do your research. Don't end up on the wrong side of the track. And to be honest, certain areas of DC never had really bad crime. But now it's happening everywhere. Y'all excuse my dog. But the crime is just vicious, man. It's vicious. The guns are out of control. Like, the crime is really bad. We're having a huge hike in car thefts. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's bad enough not to move here. No shade. Like, unless you like really gotta come for a job or something, like, it's bad. Like, I hate to say it, and I love my home city. I love DC, but the crime is really making it bad, and people are leaving, and I mean, it's bad. So just think about that. Search the local news. Like, look at that. Make sure that's a move that you want to make, because the crime here it's pretty bad. Even though DC is beautiful and it's clean, right? It's a small city. DC itself, this is more of a DC. I put DMV up here, y'all, but I'm talking about DC because that's where I live. I don't live in Maryland. I don't live in Northern Virginia. I live in DC. So this is more of a DC thing. DC is a small city, okay? And it is surrounded by Southern Maryland and Northern Virginia. And it's still very much inner city. Sometimes you don't even realize that you're in Maryland, you know, or Virginia, right? And it's a beautiful area. It's a thriving area to live in. But it's a lot of building going on here. It's kind of becoming the mini New York. We have a lot of high-rise apartments and things, a lot of development that is coming on that's going on into the city, but it's very, very small. So the developers have nowhere to go but down or up. You can't go out because, again, DC is approximately 25 miles around, right? Around the city, of the border of the city. So it's small. It's a small city. And I don't think people really know how small it is. The 4 quadrants is very small. And so you have all these beautiful developments coming, apartments, condos, all these things. And so because you can't build out, you have to build up and down. And when the builders are building down, they're building parking garages and all of those things. And everything that's down, that's being disruptive, has to come up and out. So we are having a crazy rat issue. I've been here 2 years and the rats have been insane. Okay, it's pretty bad, and they get worse in the summer, and it's because the building. So as beautiful as these apartments are, as beautiful as downtown has developed, it's changed. The city is gorgeous, like it really, really is. But it's too much. It's too much for this little space. Just somebody that's grown up here, I feel like it's too much. Some of the changes have been amazing, but too much change, is it good? Is too much change good for anybody? I'm just saying. Like, we have a rat problem now, and I've never known DC to have a rodent issue. And like, y'all, these rats as big as cats and dogs. And they be looking at you like, what's up? Gang gang in this bed. Like, y'all, downtown is crazy with the rats. All right, so that's something that you gotta think about, okay? Now, the past 2 years that I've been home, there's one thing that I have noticed. We've always had homeless people, but I've never seen it like this. DC is experiencing a homeless problem. Like, there are a lot of homeless people here and a lot of immigrants. And this is like no shade, right, to immigrants, migrants, people coming in, but we have a lot of that here. So much so the shelters are over full, like they don't have a place to go. So certain areas, they're sleeping under bridges. I mean, it's just very aggressive right now. And I've never seen the city like this. Like, I've never known. We've always had like home, but not like this. Like, not like this. It's pretty bad. And I pray that it changes and that, you know, we're able to help them. If we're gonna have them here, like, let's help. You know, I think we're dropping them off in major cities that we feel, or the country, or the government rather, is bringing them to major cities where they feel they have the resources, but these people don't have anywhere to go. They don't have anywhere to go, and it's bad, y'all. Like, it's really, really bad, okay? One con, and this may not be a con to anyone, but with me being and living in other places, y'all, this the city. And the people here, they're not mean, but they're not friendly. Like, it's on go. We don't have time to be saying hi to everybody that we see. Like, that's not how most city people grow up. Like, it's on the go. It's like, what's up? You keep it moving. Like, it's different. And now that I'm older, I value things differently today. So if you're like looking for a very friendly place, this is probably not the area for you. We're not mean people, but it's the city. Like, we on the go. Like, being other places, when we talk about like cost of living, right? Because I get asked about that a lot. Like, being other places, the cost of living here is insane. Like, it's ridiculous, right? And it's for a box. Homes are not built the way that they used to. Like, back in the day, all the homes in DC were brick. They were large, you know. Now they're kind of small and contemporary and new. So a lot of things have changed, and change can be good because change means growth. But like I said, it's too much growth good for anyone, right? I want to end this video by saying, first of all, I hope that this helps somebody. If you're looking to move in the DMV area and you have any questions, right? I am a Washingtonian, like I said, born and raised here, and have lived outside of the city and came back. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking to move here and you have questions, anything that I maybe didn't touch for you, leave a comment in the comment section. I always get back to people in my comment section. All in all, DC is a dope place to live. It just depends on where you are in your life. I think that it's more single person friendly than family oriented. If you already aren't here and you didn't raise your kids, you didn't have your kids here, you didn't raise your kids here, I wouldn't raise my kids here. Like, I wouldn't leave where I am to come here to raise my kids here. Now, If you come here and you have a family, then so be it. But we ain't nothing to play with. Like, you gotta know what you're doing around here. You know what I'm saying? And things have really changed. The streets not the same no more. The neighborhoods didn't change. Buildings that was there ain't there. Streets that was a two-way or one-way. You got these white things and bike lanes up everywhere. It's just changed. All right, so just make sure you get with somebody that can really give you a good overview of the DMV area, and you know where you're going. There are more family-oriented neighborhoods and things located in PG County, located in Montgomery County, located on the outskirts of the city, where you can go and still commute in. Like, you have beautiful homes, beautiful neighbor. PG County is like the richest county, one of the richest counties in Maryland. So don't get it twisted. People thrive here. Like, I don't want to deter you, but it ain't for me no more. It's time to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's your girl, Ty. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.